can just start off by saying your name and which department you work for.
Victor Asal, Political Science.
Okay, so are you involved in any forms of undergraduate research?
I'm involved in all sorts of forms of undergraduate research.
Could you please elaborate on what type of research?
Yes. So one area of research that I have is I have a grant from the Department of Homeland Security, and also it's funded by DITRA and a couple other agencies. Well, for now DITRA. And this grant funds me to hire students to collect data on violent non-state actors, organizational yearly data on how big they are, what their alliances are, what their rivalries are, what their ideologies are, and I've hired a bunch of undergraduate students to work for me, and they're taught how to collect this kind of data, how to do serious social science data collection research, and so that is part of what I'm doing in terms of working with undergraduates. I also work with undergraduates on their honors thesis on occasion, but also work with them on papers, and have asked certain students to co-author papers with me, and so work with them as co-authors.
Okay, and what do you think the value of conducting research is?
Well, it depends on what you're asking about. So my value of conducting research as a professor is that's part of my job. My hope is that it sheds light on the world around us. It gives us better insight into a variety of different topics. So I research political violence, and I also research political discrimination against ethnic groups, against women, and against sexual minorities. And my hope is that this kind of research helps us better understand and hopefully helps us able to change the world a little bit for the better. I think that in terms of undergraduates, research can be very useful both for those reasons, but also being actively involved in serious academic research can teach them a host of skills they wouldn't have otherwise that can be very useful if they want to go on to graduate school, or very useful when they get jobs.
Okay, there seems to be a lack in communication in terms of like where students know how to obtain undergraduate research. So how can students get involved in your type of research?
So what I recommend to students in general is find professors that you like working with in class, go to their office hours, talk to them, and then ask them if you can work on research for them. Build that relationship and see if you can get involved either as a